Hey, Ron here from Military Images Magazine with a new episode of Life on the Civil War Research Trail. Today, I'm thinking about the approaching 160th commemoration of the Emancipation Proclamation, and my thoughts turn to Rebecca Pomroy, who served as a nurse to President Abraham Lincoln and his family during a significant part of this administration. Now, I have to admit to a soft spot for fringe players in great events, folks who were in the orbit of movers and shakers, individuals like Pomroy, who had no formal role in the Emancipation Proclamation, but as a nurse in the White House, she bore witness to historic moments and contributed in her own small, indirect way to success. Yet, she was, like Lincoln, a person of character. She endured the tragic deaths of her children and husband in Massachusetts, had a spiritual reawakening that led her to Washington in wartime, and was hand-selected by none other than Dorothea Dix to attend to the Lincoln family. Fortunately for us, Pomroy was a dedicated diarist and letter writer. She recorded her observations of Lincoln as he navigated rough political waters in 1861 and 1862, as the nation was consumed by civil war and the question of what to do with over 4 million enslaved people. On the subject of the Emancipation Proclamation, here's what she wrote as recorded in her 1884 book, Echoes from the Hospital and White House, a record of Rebecca Pomroy's experience in war times. Here's the quote. In Congress, the question of emancipating the slaves was claiming a large share of attention. Already, a considerable number in both houses insisted that a decree of universal emancipation was necessary to put down the rebellion, while others claimed that it was an act of injustice to the South. The Act of Emancipation in the District of Columbia had been passed, signed by the president, and become a law, but that did not satisfy the people. Everyone felt the peril of the hour, but none felt the burden of it like our beloved president. Nothing kept him from sinking wholly underneath the load of calumny and weighty cares that beset him day and night. But the strong will of the man, combined with his wonderful facility in extracting comfort out of the pleasant trivialities of everyday life. Even his little dog, Jip, was instrumental in relieving his master of some portion of the burden, for the little fellow was never absent from the presidential lunch. He was always in Mr. Lincoln's lap to claim his portion first, and was caressed and petted by him through the whole meal. Often Lincoln would come in haggard and weary, sinking into the chair almost helpless, and would cast about on the shelf near at hand for a book containing Dame Partington's sayings, and in some trivial bit of humor, which she would read to Mrs. Pomroy, laugh away the cloud of weariness that had settled upon him. Sometimes it was Shakespeare, of which she had a most profound appreciation, often reading aloud, in beautifully moderated accents, the thoughts that charmed him most. Then it would be the old family Bible of his mother's, persuading him with an eloquence beyond that of words to hold on through the struggle, as she, poor woman, had done till victory should come. So there's Rebecca Pomroy talking about her experiences observing Lincoln and being with him and near the family during those days in 1861 and 1862 as he pondered what became the Emancipation Proclamation. And as Pomroy points out, that victory should come, it did, on January 1st, 1863, when Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation took effect. So there you have it for today. Until the next time, happy trails.